Hello and welcome back to the Wizard Breaks channel. Now today we're looking at Hogwarts again, so let's crack on and have a look. Now I've got a bit of a confession to make. I did think that I made a video in between the last one and this one, where I made a smaller Hogwarts courtyard. Basically I just wanted to get it so it was displayable at my next show, my previous show that I did. Unfortunately I didn't shoot any videos up. I've got some photos which I'll show up now.
So here is what it used to look like. So it's more of a square than a rectangle, looking at the images online of the courtyard from the films. And this is just a view from as if you were coming out the doors. Where that gap is where the door would be. Just show you some different angles there. I've got some minifigs in there as well, which I'll show you in a second. But yeah, I did really like how this turned out. I just wanted this built so it was ready to show to the public, and I put it on Instagram as well, which is where I got these images from. I'll put a link for that as well. But yeah, I realised I just needed it to be a bit wider for the door on that little space there. But yeah, I really like how this turned out. I love the arches and the little gargoyles as well, if you can see those there above the arches. And that is just what it looked like at the display. I kind of went with a Battle of Hogwarts-esque scene there with Neville chasing the snake. And I know it's a bit inaccurate, but the trio there making their way towards Voldemort and Bellatrix. I'll show an image of that in a second. But yeah, and that roof as well, thought I'd make note that it is just sort of rested there, just sort of placed. I was tearing my hair out actually designing the roof pieces, because on the studio it fit in perfectly, but when it came to building it physically it was a bit of a pain, but I managed to give it a bit of a jig around and it fits pretty perfect. All I need to do is just make them longer for the upgraded and bigger courtyard. But yeah, really love how this looks, and that's how it looks with some characters down the little alcoves or corridors, whatever you want to call them, down the sides. But yeah, really love how this turned out. I want to get some more minifigs in there as well, just so it shows a bit of scale.
Right then, let's get straight into seeing what this one looks like right now.
So this is the courtyard right now. It's quite a lot bigger than what I had originally made. Just give some close-ups there. That is the roof pieces there. That black piece there is actually a hinge, like the bit the hinge plate goes into, and I find that it works quite well to balance those roof plates on. I'll just show you those other ones there, and I'll just show you it to sort of show you what the scale was like when I actually made the original one. So it's quite a lot bigger than what it was. But yeah, really liking the size of this. Just show you some close up there as well. It's a bit of a minifig point of view ish, but yeah, the floor tiles there, I used some ingot pieces in the first video, which will link up the top somewhere. I did use the whole flooring to be ingots, but it worked out to be very, very expensive. So now I'm just sort of dotting them around, and I actually quite like the effect. I actually prefer it to what it did look like, to be fair. But yeah, and that's the door area as well, just in front of you. So you can sort of see how big it's going to actually be. It's going to be pretty massive, actually. This courtyard, in the grand scheme of things, isn't very big in Hogwarts. So yeah, this is going to be massive. Just show you some of the doorways. That's a doorway that goes down to the boathouse. Just show you some of the little gargoyles I made for that as well. Very similar to the ones up top, but slightly different. But yeah, really liking how this turned out. Love the scale of it. It's pretty much minifig scale for as far as I can tell. But yeah, really enjoying it.
Now, I appreciate that the whole thing isn't completely finished yet. It's a work in progress. I think I've only got one more bricklink order to make to get this complete, just for the floor tiles and the bits around the sides. But yeah, not too much left to do on the courtyard. Obviously I want to build up the doorway here as well. Hopefully I'll get that done before my next show in August, hopefully, and I'll get a video up around then for this as well. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you would like to subscribe to the channel, that'd be fantastic. If you'd like to like the video, that'd be great as well. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.